Ashridge Estate is at a pivotal moment in its history. A report published in 2022 by Dacorum Borough Council highlighted extensive recreational damage across a special area of conservation which covers a large majority of the Ashridge Estate. With over 1.7 million visitors coming to the estate, the delicate habitats and special biodiversity that make Ashridge so special are at risk of being lost forever. With population growth and the threat of climate change, major change is needed if we are to protect this special place for future generations. Over the last couple of years, we've continued to develop our understanding of where our visitors come from and how they like to enjoy the estate, as well as the ecology and history of this special landscape. We've been working alongside conservation specialists, local authorities and statutory bodies like Natural England and Historic England to develop ambitious plans for the future of the estate.
At the heart of our long-term vision is the ambition to create 3 new visitor hubs to help move the weight of visitors away from the most sensitive areas of the estate. We have carefully reviewed all of the land within the Trust's ownership at Ashridge, and we have identified 2 sites for new visitor hubs. One of these sites is in the south of the estate at Hill Farm, and the other site is in the north of the estate at Wardshurst. Both of these sites sit outside of the special area of conservation and are sited close to the existing road network. We've been working closely with a range of specialists to develop plans for these hubs, which will not only provide an excellent experience for visitors, but open up new areas of the estate for visitors to experience and enjoy, whilst protecting the fragile habitats at the centre. Within each hub site, there will be a variety of new walking routes to enjoy, taking in woodland, open grassland, and offering new views out across the landscape. As well as developing new visitor facilities, an important part of our plan is to create new habitats for wildlife. We will be planting native trees and restoring grassland to increase our biodiversity and to make the landscape more resilient to climate change. As part of our vision, the 3rd hub will be created at Pitstone Quarry. This is an active chalk quarry that adjoins the estate to the west, but which is reaching the end of its operational life. We're working with the current owners of the quarry to develop proposals to restore this important habitat and create new visitor facilities that will be transferred into the care of the National Trust over the next decade. These 3 new hubs are part of a holistic, long-term plan which will allow us to continue to welcome visitors whilst protecting the landscape that is in our care. While we continue with our plan for the new visitor hubs, our immediate priority is to limit the impact of continued parking along Monument Drive. The grass verges along Monument Drive form part of the special area of conservation. We've seen levels of soil erosion and compaction worsen in these areas over time as a result of car parking activity. We know we need to make changes here to allow these areas to recover and thrive in the future. In the long term, the cars currently parking in these areas will be accommodated in the new visitor hubs. However, it's going to take time until the hubs are ready to welcome visitors. So in the meantime, we are proposing the creation of an interim car park right here in Meadleys Meadow to the south of the existing visitor centre. This open area sits outside of the special area of conservation, and the ground here is more robust to withstand the use of frequent car parking. For many years, this area has been used to provide additional car parking during peak periods when ground conditions allow. We propose formalising this temporary arrangement by creating a suitable surface that will protect the ground the whole year round. The surface will then be removed when the new hubs are opened and this car park is no longer needed, and the meadow will be restored. The hard-standing car parks at Barrack Square and the existing visitor centre car park will remain for now. But with cars no longer parking on Monument Drive, we will be able to protect the ancient trees and vulnerable habitats, as well as restore the historic view from the Bridgewater Monument through to Ashridge House.
Alongside the major infrastructure changes across the estate, we're also making smaller changes to help limit the impact of visitors. Dog waste left in the landscape contaminates the soil, so we've increased dog waste bins in key visitor areas. We'll be installing root protection barriers around some of the most vulnerable trees. We've made changes to the bridleway network to allow some of the heavily impacted paths time to rest and recover. We've identified key visitor routes and will be surfacing a number of paths to protect them from impacts and improve the visitor experience. We will also be recruiting a number of team members to help welcome and chat with visitors about the work that we're doing, so we can all play our part in helping to look after this special place. You can keep up to date with the latest project news by searching Protecting Our Routes on the National Trust website. Thank you.